Isaiah chapter 14. But the Lord will have compassion on Jacob, and will again choose Israel, and will set them in their own land, and aliens will join them, and attach themselves to the house of Jacob. And the nations will take them, and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel will possess the nations as male and female slaves in the Lord's land. They will take captive those who were their captors, and rule over those who oppressed them. When the Lord has given you rest from your pain and turmoil, and the hard service with which you were made to serve, you will take up this taunt against the king of Babylon. How the oppressor had ceased, how his insolence had ceased. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked, the scepter of rulers, that struck down the peoples in wrath with unceasing blows, that ruled the nations in anger with unrelenting persecution. The whole earth is at rest and quiet. They break forth into singing. The cypresses exult over you, the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since you were laid low, no one comes to cut us down. Sheol beneath is stirred up to meet you when you come. It rouses the shades to greet you, all who were leaders of the earth. It raises from their thrones all who were kings of the nations. All of them will speak and say to you, You too have become as weak as we. You have become like us. Your pomp is brought down to Sheol, and the sound of your harps. Maggots are the bed beneath you, and worms are your covering. How you are fallen from heaven, O day star, son of dawn! How you are cut down to the ground, you who laid the nations low. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit on the mount of assembly on the heights of Zephon. I will ascend to the tops of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. But you are brought down to Sheol, to the depths of the pit. Those who see you will stare at you, and ponder over you. Is this the man who made the earth tremble, who shook kingdoms, who made the world like a desert, and overthrew its cities, who would not let his prisoners go home? All the kings of the nations lie in glory, each in his own tomb. But you are cast out, away from your grave, like a loathsome carrion, clothed with the dead, those pierced by the sword, who go down to the stones of the pit, like a corpse trampled underfoot. You will not be joined with them in burial, because you have destroyed your land. You have killed your people. May the descendants of evildoers never more be named. Prepare slaughter for his sons, because of the guilt of their father. Let them never rise to possess the earth, or cover the face of the world with cities. I will rise up against them, says the Lord of hosts, and will cut off from Babylon name and remnant, offspring and posterity, says the Lord, and I will make it a possession of the hedgehog, and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the broom of destruction, says the Lord of hosts. The Lord of hosts has sworn, As I have designed, so shall it be, and as I have planned, so shall it come to pass. I will break the Assyrian in my land, and on my mountains trample him underfoot. His yoke shall be removed from them, and his burden from their shoulders. This is the plan that is planned concerning the whole earth, and this is the hand that is stretched out over all the nations. For the Lord of hosts has planned, and who will annul it? His hand is stretched out, and who will turn it back? In the year that King Ahaz died, this oracle came. Do not rejoice, all you Philistines, that the rod that struck you is broken, for from the root of the snake will come forth an adder, and its fruit will be a flying fiery serpent. The firstborn of the poor will graze, and the needy lie down in safety. But I will make your root die of famine, and your remnant I will kill. Wail, O gate, cry, O city, melt in fear, O Philistia, all of you. For smoke comes out of the north, and there is no straggler in its ranks. What will one answer the messengers of the nation? The Lord has founded Zion, and the needy among his people will find refuge in her. 以赛亚书第14章。耶和华要连续雅各，必再拣选以色列，将他们安置在本地，寄居的必与他们联合，紧贴雅各家。外邦人必将他们带回本土，以色列家必在耶和华的地上得外邦人为仆婢，也要掳掠先前掳掠他们的，辖制先前欺压他们的。当耶和华使你脱离愁苦烦恼，病人勉强你做的苦工，得享安息的日子，你必提着诗歌论巴比伦王说：欺压人的何竟熄灭，强暴的何竟止息。耶和华折断了恶人的杖，辖制人的规，就是在愤怒中连连攻击众民的，在怒气中辖制列国，行逼迫无人阻止的。现在全地得安息，享平静，人皆发声欢呼。松树和黎巴嫩的香柏树都因你欢乐，说：自从你扑倒，再无人上来砍伐我们。你下到阴间，阴间就因你震动，来迎接你，又因你惊动在世曾为首领的阴魂，并使那曾为列国君王的都离位站起。他们都要发言对你说：你也变为软弱，像我们一样吗？你也成了我们的样子吗？你的威势和你琴瑟的声音都下到阴间。你下扑的是虫，上盖的是蛆。明亮之星，早晨之子啊，你何竟从天坠落？你这攻败列国的，何竟被砍倒在地上？你心里曾说：我要升到天上，我要高举我的宝座在神众星以上，我要坐在聚会的山上，在北方的极处，我要升到高云之上，我要与至上者同等。然而你必坠落阴间，到坑中极深之处。凡看见你的，都要定睛看你，留意看你，说：使大地颤抖，使列国震动，使世界如同荒野，使诚意倾覆，不释放被掳的人归家，是这个人吗？列国的君王俱各在自己阴宅的荣耀中安睡，唯独你被抛弃，不得入你的坟墓，好像可憎的枝子，以被杀的人为衣，就是被刀刺透，坠落坑中石头那里的。你又像被践踏的尸首一样，你不得与君王同葬，因为你败坏你的国，杀戮你的民。恶人后裔的名必永不提说。先人既有罪孽，就要预备杀戮他的子孙，免得他们兴起来，得了遍地，在世上修满诚意。万军之耶和华说：我必兴起攻击他们，将巴比伦的名号和所余剩的人，连子带孙一并剪除。这是耶和华说的。我必使巴比伦为建筑所得，又变为水池。我要用灭亡的扫帚扫净它。这是万军之耶和华说的。万军之耶和华起誓说：我怎样思想，必照样成就；我怎样定义，必照样成立。就是在我地上打折亚述人，在我山上将他践踏。他家的恶必离开以色列人，他家的重担必离开他们的肩头。这是向全地所定的旨意，这是向万国所伸出的手。万军之耶和华既然定义，谁能废弃呢？他的手已经伸出，谁能转回呢？亚哈斯王崩的那年，就有以下的末世。非利士全地啊，不要因击打你的杖折断就喜乐，因为从蛇的根必生出毒蛇，他所生的是火焰的飞龙。贫寒人的长子必有所食，穷乏人必安然躺卧。我必以饥荒治死你的根，你所余剩的人必被杀戮。门呐，应当哀嚎；城啊，应当呼喊。非利士全地啊，你都消化了，因为有烟从北方出来，他行伍中并无乱队的。可怎样回答外邦的使者呢？必说：耶和华建立了西安， 他百姓中的困苦人必投奔在其中。